So here's Donald Watts with the ball in his hands. Oh, great dish. Donald Watts penetrating and finding Bruce Cooper for the easy stuff, 15-9. The Chill leading it now as we're under 7 minutes to play. And here's Sir with a quick catch and release three, and that finds nothing but the bottom of the cup. And the Chill are now doubling. Oh, an unbelievable steal by Alex Steele on the inbounds. And here's Buckner for an open three, and that'll go. And just like that, the Chill lead at 21-9. 6:40 to go here in the first. And head coach Randy Redwine's going to have to get a timeout. That was just a lazy inbounds that time by the Explosion. Alex Steele very heads up there. Fouls in this ball game. So for the Chill, they'll come out with Alex Steele, Stephen Parker, Steven Sir, Jermaine Buckner, and Tion Knox. For the Explosion, Justin James, along with Greg Hendricks, Bruce Cooper, Chris Weekly, and Donald Watts. And there's a three-pointer from Weekly that won't go. Good weak side rebound that time by Cooper. He'll get into the inside, force up a shot. Shot won't go, but he'll draw the foul on Tion Knox. And so Cooper will go to the line to shoot two. And now that's 4 fouls for each team. 6:22 to go. Both of these would make it a 10-point lead. So here's Cooper, 6'8". First free throw, little flat. It'll roll around and fall in. 21-10 the score now. As head coach Randy Redwine barking out orders from his position on the bench. And here's the second free throw from Cooper. Couple of dribbles, bends the knees, lets it go, and that one is good as well. So 21-11. Explosion going with a little bit of full court. Just trying to slow down the inbounds, not really going full court. Alex Steele guarded by Greg Hendricks. He'll find Steve Sir. Sir down into the far corner to Jermaine Buckner. He's guarded by Justin James. There's a three from Buckner. That won't go. Rebounded by Hendricks. And he'll bring it up the near side. He's across the timeline. Dribble between the legs, top of the key. He'll let that one go, and that's good too. So a little run now for the Explosion. 21-13 they've closed it to as we're under the halfway point. Oh, and there's a steal from Hendricks. The ball was jarred loose, and here's a cross-court pass. This is in the hands of Weekly. Weekly a three, that's no good. And Jermaine Buckner high for the strong rebound. And he'll find Steve Sir on the far side. Sir dumps it inside to Knox. Knox with a good little move, a spin, a little baby hook, couple of bounces, that won't go. Buckner looking for the rebound. One bounce too many, and here's Weekly ahead of the pack. And once again, the transition defense is a problem for the Chill tonight as they give up a quick layup, and it's now 21-15. Their 12-point lead now cut in half to just 6. And here's Steve Sir. He's guarded by Weekly. He'll go around to pick from Buckner. Look to put up a shot, but he'll drop it to Alex Steele. Steele inside to Knox on the low block on the far side. Back out to Sir. Sir a couple of dribbles. A running jumper won't go. He's looking for the foul. Won't get it. Hendricks with the rebound. He'll push it up. Sir a little bit behind the play. Here's Hendricks. He'll drop it to Weekly on the far side. Weekly across to Justin James. And there's a blocking foul. There's a blocking foul on Steve Sir. And he's going to get teed up. Sir's going to get teed up, and he's going to have to take a seat. Committed the foul on Justin James. So that's the 15th foul. So the Explosion now quickly in the bonus. They're going to talk it up here for a minute. I don't know quite what they're talking about. Andrew Parker just checking into the game. And looks like Rashawn Brodus is back in for the Chill as well. Troy Gwynn now in for the Explosion. So here's the technical. This one's going to be shot by Chris Weekly as the Thundersticks get going. Weekly with a heavily taped finger on that left hand. The technical is good. 21-16, a 5-point lead now for the Chill. And Justin James will now come to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. Attempt to make this now a 3-point game. As the Explosion have gone on a run here. What was a 21-9 ball game. Oh, missed the first one, still 21-16. If he makes this one, it will be a quick 8-0 run for the Explosion to get right back into this thing. As we mentioned before, that will happen in this league. Second free throw is good, 21-17. 4-point lead for the Chill. Brodus back in the ball game. The ball in his hands. He's guarded by Hendricks. He'll find Buckner. Buckner inside low to Tion Knox. Knox guarded on the inside by Cooper. Great move by Tion. Spins to the baseline, and he'll knock down that little layup. 23-17 to stop the Explosion run and get it back to a 6-point ball game. So here's Hendricks. He'll go around the pick and shoot the three. Three won't go. Buckner with another rebound. He'll push it. He drops it to Brodus. Brodus on the near side. He finds Andrew Parker down in the corner. Parker inside to his older brother, Steven. Steven dropped it off to Tion Knox, had a little trouble, but he found it out to Buckner. Buckner with a great look up top to Brodus for three, and that's good. 26-17, and the Chill quickly have it back to 9. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And here's Weekly. He'll throw up a three-pointer, and that's good. He knocked that one down. 26-20 now, a 6-point ball game. As the Chill back across the timeline, Brodus will control the offense. He'll drop it to Buckner. Buckner doing a little bit of, great crossover and a spin. He'll find his way into the middle. And they're going to call a travel. They're going to call the travel on Buckner. Looked like he was tripped. Probably could have called a foul, but they'll go with the steps. Buckner can't believe it. So the Explosion inbound now, 26-20, 3:46 to go here in the opening 12. Hendricks with the ball in his hands. He's on the floor along with Justin James, Chris Weekly, Bruce Cooper, and Troy Gwynn for the Explosion. James with the ball in his hands. He'll get it to Weekly. Weekly will throw up another three. That's off the back iron, won't go. Tipped around and out. That's going to end up in the hands of Justin James. He'll get it back to Weekly. Weekly will throw it up again. That one won't go either. Bruce Cooper with a great offensive rebound. He's on the inside, and he puts that one down. The Chill have to do a better job of boxing out. And Brodus threw it away. Had Tion Knox open down at the end, but Chris Weekly did a great job to pick that pass off. And here's Justin James. He'll drop it off to Cooper on the baseline. Cooper a couple of dribbles. He'll pick it up, guarded by Knox on the far side. No, he called a timeout. He called a timeout, but that's their second of the quarter. You can't call 2 timeouts and the refs have to figure this out. That's a technical. Let's see how the refs explain this one.
Do a timeout, but we also got to pull a T, right? Only one per quarter, right? So you guys can come in and down there.
So there you go, folks. There was the explanation from our official. And somehow they're letting them talk it over, which is a little bit strange here. I'm going to have to try to get some clarification from the official here. I'm going to try to listen in. I can't quite hear the conversation. It's the first time we've seen this happen. So I think this should be a single technical free throw. There you go. So that was their second. As many of you Everett fans know, and maybe some of the newer Chill fans don't know, it's only 1 timeout per team per quarter. And Sonomish there called their second. So that's a technical. So Steve Sir is going to step up and knock down that jumper. Now we'll have to see how the possession works here. It looks like the Explosion will keep the possession. 27-22 the score now. 3:03 to go here in the first quarter. As Mike Jones will return back for them, along with Troy Gwynn, Justin James, Greg Hendricks, and Chris Weekly. For the Chill, Rashawn Brodus, Steve Sir, Stephen Parker, Lee Scruggs, and Andrew Parker. Here's Weekly. They're thinking they're going to call. And that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Explosion. So the Chill, really a much stronger defensive club, at least in the half court here in the last couple of weeks. And we've seen that a couple of times now. So here's Brodus. He'll bring the ball up on the far side. Again, the Chill going left to right on your computer screen. Scruggs moving around, sort of a pick. Here's Brodus. He'll drop it to Sir. Sir, a quick three. That's not going to go. And there's a long outlet pass that's going to end up in the hands of Lee Scruggs after being deflected by Steve Sir. And here's Brodus with a quick open three. That won't go. Hendricks with the rebound. 2.5 minutes to go here, and here's the Explosion into the near court. Hendricks, he'll find Weekly. Weekly's going to throw up a quick three. That's in and out, won't go. And another great offensive rebound by Cooper. He'll find Hendricks. Hendricks will ball fake, and he'll try to get around Lee Scruggs, and that ain't going to happen. Here's Weekly with the ball in his hands on the near side. He'll drop it back to Hendricks, guarded by Brodus in the corner. Creates a little space. He'll put up a three. That won't go. Rebounded by Steve Sir. And he'll bring this one up himself as we're under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 27-22. And here's Sir. Oh, Sir went right around his guy. Sir, guarded by James, went right around him, got to the hole, scored the layup, and drew the foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot for the three-point play as Donald Watts and Chris Keller will return for the Explosion. They'll take the place of Chris Weekly and Justin James. So here's Sir now to try to complete the three-point play. Couple of dribbles, knees bent. And the free throw is pure, as most of the shots that come off of Steve's hands are. 30-22, the Chill leading it now, minute 50 to go here in the first quarter. And here's Donald Watts guarded by the much smaller Stephen Parker on the inside. And he's going to be able to post up Steve Parker all day long. Parker just giving away too much size to Donald Watts. Watts listed at 6'4". He looks more like he's probably 6'5" and change. And here's a three from Scruggs. That won't go, but Parker with a great job on the offensive rebound. And he'll hang on to it. He'll find Rashawn Brodus, a little ball fake. He'll get into the cup. Brodus is fouled and ends up sending the much larger Bruce Cooper, who fouled him, to the